Okay, today we are going to be doing a manga mail opening. I've ordered a bunch of manga volumes over the last 3 or 4 weeks. We're going to open them up and see what's turned up. So let me move some of these first of all before I knock them all flying. So these should all be, these are either series that I'm currently reading and I've picked up the latest volume, or they're ones that I wanted to check out, so I've picked up a volume of that, or some of them are going to be things that popped up while I was looking around and I thought, well, that might be interesting, let's check that out. So what is the first one? We've got some free leaflets. And we have got a volume of Black Torch Volume 1. Okay, now this is one of the ones... Oh, I've got a little slide-off dust jacket. That's unusual, I've never had one with that before. So this is one of the ones that I thought might be interesting and I wanted to check out. Okay, so we don't really know anything about Black Torch. I guess we will find out when we read it. Now I've got to try and get the dust jacket back on. Maybe I should just have left it on there in the first place. Oh, go on. Looks very nice. Nice shiny little dust jacket. Okay, there's our first one. Black Torch Volume 1. And up next we've got, there's quite a few of these, I'll try and get through them as quickly as I can. Anything in there? No, we've got, Attack on Titan Volume 4. So obviously I'm currently reading Attack on Titan. It's not one of the main ones, I'm kind of plodding my way through it. And obviously I've only got up as far as Volume 4. So that's good. That's the one where, for some reason, all these giant creatures suddenly appeared on Earth and decided that they're going to eat humans. Not necessarily meaning they're alien. I don't think they know where they come from. I don't think we found out where they've come from yet. So all the humans live in these little cities with big walls around them to try and survive. Dark Gathering Volume 7. This is one of my current favourites. I've got to say, this is like the ghost hunting one. I've tried. Oh gosh, so there's 3 characters in it. There's a girl and her niece. No, a girl and her cousin, and her friend from school, who is also the tutor for the cousin. And there's all kinds of weird stuff going on. I think the cousin was the survivor of a car accident that killed her parents, and then she saw this weird creature come down and take her parents' spirits away, and the boy got cursed and was a shut-in for a year, and now he's a sort of spirit magnet or something like that, and they're going around hunting down various ghosts and spirits and dispatching them or trapping them in cuddly toys, trying to find the one that took the little girl's parents away, or was it, or just her mother, took her mother's spirit away. But it's very good. And up next we've got, what have I got? Goblin Slayer Volume 1. So this is one of the ones that I have not read, but wanted to check out, hence it being Volume 1. Goblin Slayer, a young priestess, joins her first adventuring party, but almost immediately encounters the most unspeakable horrors. Rescued by an enigmatic warrior called Goblin Slayer, she partners with her saviour on his mission to exterminate all goblins by any means necessary. So, sounds like it's not a goblin-friendly story. So, Goblin Slayer, Volume 1. Now, some of these, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, we're going to get more than one volume from the same series. I may have grabbed a couple of volumes to keep me going. Okay, up next, Black Butler. Okay, so this is one of the ones that popped up while I was looking around for other things. And I thought, well, it might be interesting. Let's grab that. It might not be interesting, I don't know. Black Butler Volume 1. Stone's throw from London lies the manor house of the illustrious Phantom Hive, Earldom. His loyal butler, Sebastian, is ever at his side, ready to carry out the young master's wishes. Okay. Hopefully that's going to be a lot more interesting than it sounds. It sounds like it's about someone being a butler. And oh, come on, next up. Next up. We have got One Punch Man, Volume 1. One Punch Man, again, this is one that's kind of been on my radar for a while. I wanted to check it out. So while I had the opportunity, I picked up Volume 1. Nothing passes the eyeball test when it comes to superheroes. From his lifeless expression to his bald head to his unimpressive physique. However, this average-looking guy has a not-so-average problem. He just can't seem to find an opponent strong enough to take on. Okay, so it sounds like it's kind of a superhero thing, which I didn't think. I thought it was going to be more, martial artsy type thing rather than superhero thing. But that sounds interesting, so we'll be looking to check that out. And up next, there's all different series so far. And okay, so Claymore Volume 2. So this was one I just picked up randomly previously that I thought might be interesting, and the first volume actually was quite interesting, and I just thought, well, let's pick up a second one. In a world where monsters called Yoma prey on humans and live among them in disguise, humanity's only hope is a new breed of warrior known as Claymores. Half human, half monster. Sounds kind of a bit like The Witcher sort of thing. But I seem to remember I read the first volume and I enjoyed it, which is why I picked up another volume. And this one looks like it's extremely well packaged up. Oh, that's a lot easier to get into than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be a bit of an... Oh, right. So this is one of the things that I picked up while I was looking around. I thought, well, that sounds interesting. Let's check that out. So this is called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And it appears to be Volume 0. Oh no, is that 1? It's 1 in a box. It's either 1 in a little blue box or it's a blue 0. I think it's Volume 1. I'm going to say Volume 1 because that makes more sense. Average, unexceptional, 37-year-old salaryman Satoru Mikami has found himself in a gooey situation. After getting killed while saving his co-workers' lives, he gets a new lease on life, just not the life he was expecting. He has been reincarnated in a fantasy world as a magic-wielding slime creature. So I thought the title was interesting. That's what got my attention. And then the story sounded like it might be interesting. Just looking at it as well now, it's a weirdly different size to the usual. It's bigger than they are normally. I wonder if that's because of it being a different publisher. Maybe it's more of a European or Western publisher. They do them slightly bigger size than normal. Okay. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Probably not as much fun as it sounds. Next, come on. Again, nicely packaged up. It's in a little bag as well. And this is Soul Eater, Volume 1. Oh, it is. Right, while I struggle to get this out. There we go. This is another one that I spotted while I was looking around and I'd heard of it and hadn't read it, and I thought, well, let's pick it up as volume 1. So Soul Eater volume 1. Maka is a weapon meister determined to turn her partner, a living scythe named Soul Eater, into a powerful death scythe, the ultimate weapon of death himself. So this sounds like the girl that's the main character in it is like a trainee Grim Reaper. That's what it sounds like. I thought that might be quite interesting. Artwork looks okay. Some weird artwork on the back. I was kind of half expecting that's what it was going to look like, but it looks like your regular kind of manga artwork. Looks good. So there we go, Soul Eater volume 1. Okay. And next up, oh, this one's a bit of a snug fit in here. Okay, it's in an envelope in a bag. Okay, hang on. So it's in a little bag, and inside the bag is a padded envelope, and inside the padded envelope is some packaging, and inside the packaging oh, there we go, is our volume, Black Clover volume 1. Again, this is one I wanted to check out. So we've got volume 1, Black Clover, The Boy's Vow. Aster is a young boy who dreams of becoming the greatest mage in the kingdom. Only one problem, he can't use any magic. Luckily for Aster, he receives the incredibly rare 5-leaf clover grimoire that gives him the power of anti-magic. Ooh! Yes, again, I kind of read what this one was about and it sounded interesting, so I picked that one up. Oh, let's put that over there. And what have we got here? We've got... oh, here we go. Spy Family Volume 6. So this is my favourite manga that I'm currently reading. Spy Family Volume 6. This is the one, I've tried explaining this. So the main character, he's a spy who's sent to the enemy territory, and his cover is to be part of a normal family, so he has to meet a woman and get married and then adopt a child, which is what he does. What he doesn't know is the woman he's married is an assassin who's on a secret mission, and her cover is to meet a man and marry him and adopt a child so as to seem like a normal family. And neither of them know the little girl they've adopted is telepathic. She can read minds. Sound complicated? Could it get any more complicated? I seem to remember in the previous volume, the last volume that I read, they got a dog for the little girl because she'd done well at school, because they're trying to infiltrate the school. They got her a dog, and then it turned out the dog can see into the future. Of course, it can't do anything. It can't tell anyone. It doesn't know anything about it because it's just a dog. It just gets these pictures in its head. Fortunately, the little girl can not only read minds, she can pick up the images from the dog's mind, so she can see these little images of the future and rush around trying to help Mummy and Daddy avoid this disaster. Not that Mummy and Daddy know, because they don't know that she's psychic. They don't know. Everyone can do something, and most of them don't know anything about each other apart from the little girl. It sounds mad, it is, but it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Blue Exorcist Volume 1 we've got next. This was another one that popped up as I was looking around, and it sounded interesting. Raised by Father Fujimoto, a famous exorcist, Rin Okumura, never knew his real father. One day, a fateful argument with Father Fujimoto forces Rin to face a terrible truth. The blood of the demon Lord Satan runs in Rin's veins. Okay, so it sounds like he becomes an exorcist. Satan's kind of offspring becomes a Satanist. Don't remember that being quite what I read, but it does sound interesting. So we'll see what goes on. Sounds like he's going to become an exorcist, and he's going to have some maybe demonic-y powers to help him become an exorcist. Okay, and we've got, oh, here we go, Spy Family Volume 7. So we've got 6 and 7 of Spy Family. This is kind of what I mentioned earlier, because this is my favourite. I've got a couple of volumes to keep me ahead, so I don't just whiz through one and then I'm like, oh, I've got to get another one now. So 2 volumes of Spy Family. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1. So this, I watched the anime of this, and it was really cool, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought I'd pick up a volume. So this says, in a world where cursed spirits feed on unsuspecting humans, fragments of the legendary and feared demon Ryomen Sukuna have been lost and scattered about. Should any demon consume his body parts, the power they gain would destroy the world. Fortunately, there exists a mysterious school of jujutsu sorcerers who exist to protect the precarious existence of the living from the supernatural. So yeah, I watched the first series of the anime and really enjoyed it, and I've got the second season of the anime to watch as well. So that's why that got picked up. I thought this was going to be easy to open, and it's not going to be quite as easy as I thought. Because tape, there we go. Nice little box, and obviously it's from Silver Acre Comics. And this is Naruto Volume 1. So probably everyone's heard of Naruto. I've heard of Naruto, and I never got round to reading any, so I thought, well, let's pick up the first volume. Now, it's all very nicely packaged. Very nice. Naruto, the Test of the Ninja. And this is apparently the world's most popular manga. So I probably should have started reading this earlier. In another world, ninja are the ultimate power. Live the stealthiest ninjas in the world. But 12 years ago, was attacked by a fearsome threat, a 9-tailed fox demon. Ooh. Who claimed the life of the village champion. Today peace has returned, and a trouble-making orphan is struggling to graduate from the Ninja Academy. His goal to become the next Hokage. But unknown to Naruto and his classmates, within him is a terrifying force. Ooh. So that sounds good. I'm glad I finally managed to pick up a volume of it. I'm wondering now, with it being the world's most popular manga, how many volumes there are. Does anyone know how many volumes there are? Because I'm getting the feeling there's going to be a lot of them. Okay, how do I get into this one? Right. Okay, so we're down to the last, what, 3 or 4? There's a bit of a fat one in here. Okay. Something from IKEA, apparently, which I don't think it is at all. Which is kind of interesting, not for any manga reasons. I was recently watching some videos on YouTube from a Norwegian couple called, their channel's called Nerd Forge, and they build some really amazing things. And being Norwegian, they use IKEA stuff quite often. But the one I watched, they made a rug, this huge rug of Howl's Moving Castle, the film, and it was enormous. It was like up to the ceiling in their warehouse. Oh, Dr. Stone Volume 1. So this is one I've been trying to pick up for a couple of years and never got round to it. Dr. Stone Volume 1. So imagine waking to a world where every last human has been mysteriously turned to stone. One fateful day, all of humanity was petrified by a blinding flash of light. So this character, Taiju, awakes and finds himself lost in a world of statues. However, he's not alone. And he's got a friend, a science-loving friend who's been up and running for a few months. He's got a grand plan in mind to kickstart civilization. Okay, and we have got Spy Family Volume 5. So I did say I'd ordered a couple. So this was the one after the last one I read. Volume 4 was the last one I read, which was the one with the dog that can see the future. So there we are. So we've got 3 volumes of Spy Family. I think that's all that I ordered of that. I may be wrong. So a couple to go. Okay, we've got Demon Slayer Volume 13. This is another one of my favourites. Love the manga, I love the anime. So this is set in kind of, what's it called, Japan, a couple of hundred years ago. And there are demons around, which are a bit like vampires. They've got fangs and they kill humans and drink blood, and they don't like sunlight. But there's a group called the Demon Slayer Corps that go around killing them. And the main character, his family all get killed by this particular demon. The only one that survives is his sister, and she's infected with demon blood, so she's half human and half demon. And they go and join the Demon Slayer Corps and go off killing demons, looking for the one that killed the family. Really good. And, okay, last one. Come on, come on. Here we go. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting at all. We've got a comic. Free comic book day of Solo Leveling. Which is it's something I've just started checking out the anime. And I grabbed a #1 of this. I didn't realise it was a comic. I didn't even know he did a comic. But there we go, there's a surprise. The Korean webcomic phenomenon. Oh well, there we go. So, that's everything all opened. So that's our Manga +1 comic opening. Finally managed to get through it despite numerous interruptions. That is it for this video. Until next time, remember, hit the thumbs up below, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.